Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the second video in the Fix Your Content Day series, and today we are looking at the first step in our Fix Your Content Day plan, which is find the best fixes. Now, because we have to make these fixes on the day, it's important that we do a little prep work and that we understand what fixes are available to us to fix. Like any team, we need a strategy. Ours starts with knowing the errors that are out there, but also how to find them and how to fix them efficiently. Let's roll. Right on into a Blackboard course. So one of the first things we have to do in order to find what we want to fix is to use the accessibility report that's usually found in your black navigation bars on the left side of the screen. So if your course does not have this accessibility report, it means it's a master or a template, and in that case, you just need to put in a ticket to ITAS letting us know which master or template, and we'll be glad to put that tool button in there for you. Then you can select the tool button and open up a world of knowledge about the accessibility of your course. So let's take a second to look at the different ways we can see what is happening in our course and the types of errors we might run into. So first, you can tell that we have this remaining issues area, which is pretty much where you're going to want to focus when you're planning for Fix Your Content Day. This is going to tell you all of the issues that your course has, and key phrases to look for here are the document. That means a file like a Word document or a PDF or a PowerPoint or an Excel spreadsheet. If it says the HTML content, that means the text of Blackboard, the things that you type in for descriptions, in tests, any of that stuff you put in the content editor, that's what the HTML is referring to. Some of these are very easy to fix. Some of them that are severe are not so easy to fix. And so let's talk about what some of the easier things to fix that are going to be. And one of the biggest is adding alternative text to images. So when it comes to images, there are a couple of different image errors that you might see. I'm going to show you the easiest to fix and the second easiest to fix. And these are things that you should probably do the day of, unless you look at a course and realize the images may need you to do some research about how to write the best alt text. So for a complex image, that's probably not a day of fix. You'll want to plan that and have that alt text already written. But if it's something like a simple picture, for instance, if I'm scrolling through my report and I see the image does not have a description, that means an image that is uploaded directly as an image, meaning you use the image tool to put it in Blackboard. And when I open that, I can see the name of my image, and if I go ahead and select my ally meter, it's going to preview my image. So this is a pretty easy image to add alt text for. I could put something as simple as fluffy baby goat. And then I can select add. But if this is a decorative image, meaning it doesn't hold any contextual value, it's just there for ornament. Like for instance, the banners at the top of our page, you can select indicate image as decorative. Whichever you use, adding alt text is going to put that image up to 100%, and that counts as one fix. So that's pretty powerful and pretty fast. Once you select close, however, it's going to take you back. Now for this course, I've fixed all of those image description errors of this type. But let me go back to the overview and show you the other kind of two image errors that you might find. The second easiest to fix is if we look for this HTML content and we see if it has any images, and indeed it says HTML content contains images without a description. There are two of those items in this course, so let me click on that. I can see that I have an example of bad text and an example of bad hyperlink here. So if I click on their ally meters, what's going to happen, because this is an item in Blackboard, it's going to take me to the item where those errors occur. All I have to do is select my little circle and select edit. This opens up my item and gives me access to my accessibility checker, which is at a sad 10%. So let's open that up, select all issues, and we can see that just this one area alone has so many issues that we can fix. So if we were looking just for images, we would find it here, select it. It's going to take us to that image. This is something I just put in as an example, but I could then add my image description if I needed to and select add. So I'm going to put Van Gogh for now since I can't see the image. Once I select add, it's going to say, hey, that image is fixed, but you have all of these items still left. So that brings me to another point. In the past, this HTML content wasn't something that counted as fixes. So yeah, we did a great job last year. This wasn't even in place. We fixed a lot of files. So if you're thinking that, hey, I did so good with my course last year, I don't have to do this again. You might go back and double check your HTML because this looks at everything from sufficient contrast to tables that are missing headers to item containing links with missing text. So like our hyperlink. And if you select any of these, for instance, this one that says the item contains text with insufficient contrast, not only is it going to show me all that text that needs different contrast, it's going to give me an option to choose. And so I'm going to pick my nice dark black for contrast, and I can apply it to all of the occurrences just by clicking this checkbox. Then when I select apply, 75% and another fix. And if we look at this one HTML content, we could fix this one area and have 6 or 7 fixes fairly easily. So definitely take a look at those, but those have to be done the day of. We'll talk a bit more about that in the next video, but knowing what you should fix and when is going to help you plan. I'm going to go ahead and submit my work here. When you're fixing an item, don't forget to submit it so it saves all that good work that you've done. I'm going to go back to my instructor report because I want to talk to you about some things that might take a bit more planning. And that's something like the document contains images without a description. So when we look at a document containing images, we can't just add that description using the interface. So let's open this up. Especially if it's a PDF, that's something we have to add the image to the source document, reconvert it, and then re-upload it on the day of. Now, something like a PowerPoint, maybe you've got some PowerPoints that you've just been waiting for that right moment to add alt text to. This would be the type of thing to do in advance. You could go in, you could use the meter to see, oh, hey, my PowerPoint, it's got some issues. Let me see what those issues are, if the preview will ever load. Okay, I've got some various items that are going to need alt text. Now what you want to do is pull that item out. Maybe put it in a OneDrive folder telling you exactly which course it belongs in, and then fix all those images and save that for the day of. Have it fixed, double check it with Microsoft's accessibility checker as well, and then on Fix Your Content Day, anytime between midnight and 11:59 p.m. on May 19th, you can come back into your course report, select your meter again, and then take that file from your OneDrive and drop it right into this upload area. And once you do that, it will register and make that change and count as a fix. So we're going to talk a bit more about what does and does count and a fix, count towards our score for Ally in the next video. But those are some of the key points to think about. So the biggest differentiation you have to make is what's easy for me to do in advance and have ready to just upload. Could I also suggest that if you find PDFs that don't have a title, that you go ahead and make that a priority? It's actually our biggest issue in the college. But you'll have to use Adobe Pro, which means getting on the remote desktop. So that's definitely something you want to do in advance and have those files ready to upload. But you can also say, okay, I'm going to dedicate an hour on the day of just to fix these things that I cannot do, like the HTML content, until the day of to have it count. I think that's everything that I needed to cover with you for today. So stick around for the next video that'll be coming out soon on the last 3 parts of our strategy, which are your plan, your time. It's just a little bit more about things that can help you be most efficient on the day, because it's after semester, it's after graduation. Everybody wants to be able to work, but not spend all day and still have maximum impact. And then C, which is to concentrate your effort. Again, that'll kind of be more about how to organize to be efficient. And then D for do it right. And that's where we're going to talk about how you have to make the fixes in order to make them count. Because I would hate for you to do all this wonderful work and us not get credit for it. So that's coming up soon. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.